Thanksgiving and Christmas is canceled, and I don't want to hear two things about it. The economy is shit. We are in a fucking authoritarian ship, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I am not going to none of these corporations and buying anything other than what I need. It's not going to be no whole bunch of toy buying. It's not going to be no whole bunch of sweet potato, collard green, turkey buying. We not doing that. We buy what we need. It's business as motherfucking usual. It's no Christmas. Okay, I will explain to my child. I've already explained to my child. Christmas is canceled, honey. You are going to get things that you need in the time frame we in. It's cold outside. You're going to get some boots. You need some boots. You need a hat. You need some gloves. Other than that, we not doing all of that. It's not happening this year.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Immaculate, and if it's your first time coming across my channel, please consider subscribing. Okay, so Americans and MAGA supporters are on it again. They are canceling Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. Reason being, no EBT, no SNAP. So who do we blame, really? Anyway, let me catch you up to speed. Leave your comments down below. I really want to hear from you, okay? Whose fault is it? Is it lack of jobs? Is it that people are just lazy, they don't want to work? Or is it the president punishing them for voting for him? Which one is which? And for Christmas being cancelled, really, is it cancelled? Let me hear from you.
So a lot of people talking about canceling Christmas and canceling Thanksgiving. Man, they say they want to cancel holidays and all, right? Just because of what's been going on, the government shutdown. Y'all know they've been taking control of everything. They fucking with the school system. They taking vouchers away from the daycares. If y'all ain't heard yet, they taking vouchers away from the daycares. So it's gonna be hard for the parents that got to go to work and send their kids to daycare while they at work trying to provide for their family. So there's gonna be a difficult roadblock that a motherfucker gonna have to get over. And they also been messing with the some of the people that's in the military and Navy and stuff like all that. They ain't getting their checks. They still got to work right while the government shut down. And a whole lot of more programs dealing with the government is because it's like they done spoiled everybody by giving them such things. Now they taking it away from them. Now it's gonna disable a lot of people and a lot of things, a lot of businesses, all right? Because some daycares have actually shut their doors. Some daycares have actually shut down because they cannot keep up with everything because the finance is getting low, all right? So this what's been passed around, all right? This what been said, all right? So I don't want y'all coming over here. No, they not wooty bam, and yes the fuck they is. Shut your ass up. It's been people on here that own daycares and said this shit. So shut your ass up. You don't know what you talking about. Teachers, the teachers, they took away the special ed teachers. The teachers that help with the kids that need special needs and stuff. Yes, some of them they didn't knock majority of them out the way. Got their ass up out of there. You know what I mean? So, like I said, this is gonna cause problems in people's household because you now, as a parent, you probably gotta either pay somebody to watch your child, or you gonna have to take off from work or change your whole lifestyle just to watch your child. You hear me? You're not gonna leave your child stranded, right? All right, boom. Now everybody saying that. I seen a few creators on here saying that they want to cancel all the holidays. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that. Don't go in there spending a motherfucking dime talking about some holiday. Don't be putting up no gifts. The next thing coming up is the what is it? Halloween. That's the next junk coming up, I think. A lot of folks I've seen, a lot of folks are already putting up they holiday decorate gifts and they holiday decorations and shit like that, because some people, this is the thing about life, right? This is the thing about people. You can know something is wrong and you still will go through with it and play it out. Even though you know it's wrong to your heart, to the core. It's too much information out here on earth. Your phone gives out all the information you need just about to let you know that those holidays should not be celebrated. And yet, a lot of folks still go celebrate these holidays. I have preached this shit years and years and years ago. I don't even talk about this shit no more because I done went past it now. Because the same folks I told about it, they still celebrate that shit to this day. It's a lot of shit that I told them. They still do it to this day. They don't listen at all. But now, since they seeing the government doing the shutdown and seeing this fucking with their families and shaking shit up in them households, knowing that you got to save every dime now they want to cancel the culture. They saying they want to take control and try to cancel not going to holiday. Y'all supposed to been doing it. Like, why do y'all spend all y'all hard work money on a fucking specific holiday? Some shit. It's like it's a Jedi mind trick with a holiday. You got a specific day that they put together for you. They reconstruct your whole subconscious mind by putting the items in the store. They put certain items in the store at a certain time just to make you feel like you should buy. You should buy. You a bad person if you don't buy. You a bad person if you don't get them Valentine's Day gifts. You a bad person if you don't get your kids enough for Christmas. Like, I didn't understand this shit as a child, because as a child, it's different. You don't understand. You don't know nothing. You just know it's a holiday. But as a parent and a motherfucker who stand on something, and you know right from wrong, you done did your research and all that, and knowing your ancestors don't like this shit, and knowing that shit you don't supposed to be celebrating this shit, and you still continuously do it, y'all know y'all should be celebrating this shit. Y'all know it. We ain't gotta even say what holiday they is, cause I ain't come here for all that. I'm just saying that your ancestors don't appreciate y'all celebrating none of this shit. This shit is evil. It's plain out simple. It's evil. Halloween. Just think about that. Why would you want to dress up as a monster or something, or show your kids a monster? This shit pushed in schools and everything. Why do your kids don't even like monsters? Then when your child be like, it's a monster under the bed, it's a monster in there, but yet y'all still show them Halloween. What? Make that make sense. What the fuck? I don't understand. So once I figured out all this Krampus shit and Christmas, Xmas with all that, we not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of this shit. I don't participate in none of this shit no more. It is so much of a relief not celebrating this shit and knowing you don't have to buy nobody enough for this shit. It's crazy. Y'all have to see how this shit feel. It feels great and good knowing that, hey, I let my folks know I don't celebrate it. So I feel good knowing I don't have to worry about that, because that's a worrying feeling when you gotta be like, okay, I gotta get Bob some, I gotta get Frappy some, I gotta get Shady some, I gotta get Baby some. We not doing none of that because I don't celebrate that. That's not nothing to celebrate. That's not even in your Bible. It's not nothing to celebrate. Who told y'all to celebrate this shit? Y'all know something wrong and still be doing it because you don't want to seem like you a weird person or something. Like, bro, be a leader. Like, you gonna feel so much better and you gonna feel a relief come over you. Like, damn, I feel good. I don't have to celebrate this shit. I'm straight. I ain't even looking at this shit. Y'all can buy this shit all y'all want to. Nah. If people can get together and not buy none of that shit, man, ooh, you talking about all the turkeys in the store, all the food that they gonna put in there, that all the toys, it's gonna be so tragic. It's gonna be tragic. This gonna be something we never seen in history. I can guarantee you, if people can get together and make this shit happen, this is gonna be like this gonna be big, like people not paying their bills. Like everybody say, fuck it, we ain't paying the bill this month. Don't you know what type of tragic event there will be for the world? You know how many people are counting on y'all buying turkeys, toys, food for Thanksgiving. They putting that shit, like, look, they actually getting that shit ready for even Halloween. They putting that shit in the stores right now. They shoving it in there. Toys, candy. And for people to get together and make it so, and stand on business and not buy nothing, they gonna lose so much motherfucking money. Man, they gonna lose a lot of money. We talking trillions of dollars. Think about that. You skip Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Man, that's trillions of dollars gone down the drain. No fuck gonna be like, damn, what we gonna do with all this overstock ass shit? We ain't sell shit. No TV, no game system, no toys. Oh my god. The store gonna be overstocked. This shit gonna go on sale. I'm talking about sale. They gotta get rid of that shit. Think about it. Wow. Just imagine everybody be on one accord and be like, we ain't buying none of that shit. Damn.
So it has been alleged that November 1st that everybody will not be getting SNAP benefits. And I honestly feel like that's like honestly the worst month to cut the benefits completely, due to the fact that November 27th this year is Thanksgiving. People need a SNAP benefits at this time. Food is extremely expensive. It's not affordable anymore. And it's just like, what are people going to do? What other resources can they use to get food, because food is expensive alongside with everything else? The government is still officially shut down. It's very unfortunate for a lot of families that do depend on SNAP benefits. It's just like, what do you expect people to do at these type of times we live in? You got car note, insurance, water bill, rent, internet, house insurance, pest insurance. Every possible bill you can think of, people have, and people still have to struggle to get food, let alone on the biggest food holiday in a year. Y'all want to decide to cut the EBT? That's insane. I really don't understand what they expect us to do anymore. I just don't get it.
So you mean to tell me these people done cancel Thanksgiving and they done cancel Christmas? They done cancel Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yo, food stamps might be gone forever. Now I'm starting to see what people be saying is no such thing as a left or a right, because all of them play the same games together. Because y'all personally knew this. When y'all sat down and made this biggest decision, y'all knew that those people was not going to receive any food stamps. Y'all knew it was going to come to this. So you mean to tell me people across the states lives lays in the hands of the people that sit down, make these millions and billions of dollars? And you know what's going to kill me? A lot of people going to sit there and say Jesus is going to make a way. That's why your boy say Jesus was in the way of a lot of black people. Y'all better open up your eyes and see. Everything is put up here in plain sight. Y'all got to know ain't no such thing as a left or a right, because why nobody couldn't come up with some type of decision like, oh, that means families won't be able to eat. Y'all gonna let people starve? See, they ain't worried about nothing, because y'all remember they done caught them scamming with all kind of stuff. They done made their money. They could feed their families. But they don't care about us. They don't care about y'all. They don't care about you. Now is the time where people need to sit down and open their eyes and see what's real and see what's fake. It's right there in front of your face. Thanksgiving canceled. Christmas is canceled. People won't be able to feed their family for the holidays when they cook these meals. Now we start all these pagan holidays. Now you're starting to see what's real and what's fake. So all these years they've been getting people money to go buy, do this Thanksgiving shopping, do this Christmas shopping. It's been all the game all along. Ain't no such thing as a left or right. And guess what? They knew this was gonna happen. That's why they started positioning those people, the military, in different states. Because they knew the shit is about to hit the fan with the people, because boots is going to be on the ground. Because they know shit about to hit the fan. Because if people can't, if you can't feed your family, people going to be out here doing whatever it is necessary to protect their family, to feed their family. And it's going to be a main reason, the number one shot caller, to call martial law. I'm going, y'all. And all this is allegedly. All this information is right here in your face. And I can't understand how people that be on TikTok every day don't see what's going on. Other than people that just be on Instagram, TikTok, y'all know what be going on. I'm gone. And this is for entertainment purpose. Bye, y'all.
All right, so the rallies occurred. No kings, okay? Bet. Now what? Of course, I'm assuming that you're going to vote in your local election. Yes, okay? Because I ain't voting for Spears. Fuck that. Now, I'm also assuming that we holding this coin, right? We holding this coin. Ain't no, who getting turkey? Ain't no turkey. Ain't no Black Friday. Ain't no Cyber Monday. Ain't no Christmas. Ain't no Christmas. And who paying taxes? Fuck. Well, I live in Virginia, and if you don't pay your property tax, they put a lien on your shit, and then they also hold you from your registration. So I might have to pay those. Is it revolution? Is it revolution time? What's the move? I will say this, and in a couple of weeks, millions of people are going to lose their benefits. If you have extra food, please take it to your local food pantries, please. If you have extra time, clock into your local shelters. They're going to need help feeding people. Do the best you can with what you got. You dig?
And the only holiday we're celebrating this holiday is a Jet 2 holiday. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas canceled. Start speaking with your pockets. They'll do anything to us and we still go out there and spend our money like we're idiots. Oh, but I need to. You don't need to do shit. One Christmas ain't gonna kill you. Jet 2 holiday Christmas. That's all we're celebrating.
So the word on the street is we canceling every holiday this year. That means no Halloween, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas.
Tomorrow, Saturday, October the 18th, is No King's Day. And Americans across the country and around the world will be turning out to march in protest of the rot, the deceit, the theft taking place in American government at this moment. Before that happens, I hope there are a few things that you understand. They'll tell you that the people participating in these protests hate America. That is a lie. The people participating in these protests love America. What they hate are the con artists, the liars, and the thieves who have managed to insinuate themselves into the American government. They'll tell you that the people who participate in these protests are members of a terrorist organization, Antifa. That is a lie. Antifa is not an organization. Antifa is a philosophy that opposes fascism. America has been Antifa since 1776. Nothing could be more American than protesting against fascism. They'll tell you that the people participating in these protests are violent. That's a lie. The only violence that has taken place at any of these protests has been perpetrated by MAGA agitators. These protests have been and will be peaceful. And it is our right, as it is articulated in the Constitution, to march in protest of what we consider to be an unjust government. They'll tell you that the protests tomorrow are in support of socialism. Yet America is already largely socialistic. Taxpayer-funded roads, bridges, taxpayer-funded police departments and fire departments, taxpayer-funded military pensions, TRICARE, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. These are all socialistic programs, and you can't imagine life without them. Tomorrow, people will be protesting against that incompetent, slobbering, drunk Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, against that bleached blonde ambulance chaser, Pam Bondi, Attorney General, against Gestapo Barbie, Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, against that disgrace to journalism, Karkar Levitt, against that brainworm-addled heroin addict, RFK Jr., and most importantly, against the Lizard King himself, that orange-stained, pedophile-protecting monstrosity in the White House, the liar-in-chief, Donald J. Trump. Don't let them fool you. America has a long and proud tradition of protesting against injustice, and that's what will be happening tomorrow. True Americans, patriotic Americans, will rise up and demand that their country be given back to them. I hope to see you out there.
So it's official. You will not be receiving food stamps for the month of November if you are on them. Meanwhile, there are 17 people in the United States that have $100 billion. In 1999, there was one. Bill Gates. One. So there are people who are literally racing to get to $1 trillion worth of money hoarded. Meanwhile, where do you think they're getting that money from? They're getting that money from you. They get that money by charging you exorbitant amounts of money for the products that they sell and for paying you the lowest amount of wages they can possibly pay you to sustain you. They don't pay you enough to live. They pay you enough to survive. Barely survive. But hey, whose fault is that? Don't we keep showing up for work even though they're only paying you enough to survive? Don't we keep paying exorbitant amounts of money for products that we don't even need sometime? I mean, who's truly to blame here? Them or us for standing by and allowing this all to happen? We're not powerless. We're complacent and compliant. And they love that about us.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something from somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But it's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%. Hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid where my mom didn't have any money. She made a sweet potato pies, and that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like, who's in Whoville? And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year and do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy some, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
Just to let you know, if you are looking somewhere to eat this Thanksgiving and Christmas, don't come to my house. Please don't tell me you need some food. Because, baby, there is no wake. And I can't buy food to feed so many people. So if anybody want to give me some food, I'll appreciate it. But I'm canceling Thanksgiving and I'm canceling Christmas. So I'm sorry. You all vote for it, so deal with it.
We have no business going into the third quarter making corporations uber rich. After the year we've had, we could literally cripple this fucking country and bring it to its knees by canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas. Easily. They've been planning and projecting for this income since last year, previous years. They do these reports years out. They've been planning and plotting for you the same way that we sit around and be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my taxes in February, March. That's what they be saying. This is their taxes. And they be like, I can't wait for Christmas. We might slow down in the summertime, but Christmas, everybody's gonna let their fucking ego, their sense of competition, their consumerism overtake them. Everybody gonna be so fucking short-sighted and ready to just spend some motherfucking money. I don't give a... After the fucking year we've had, we have no business taking our money out of corporations like Target just to wait until November and December and give it all back to them. We have no fucking business. We have no fucking business pouring millions and billions of dollars into toy industries that don't give a fuck about our kids. We have no business making cheap foreign clothes producers uber rich. Like, we don't have no fucking business pouring large amounts of money into this economy. We about to, in the next month, kill millions of turkeys and chop down millions of fucking trees in the United States. We don't got no, like, we got the environmental capacity to just be chopping down trees. like we just got it like that. Like, we don't have no fucking business, and nobody should have to say. Nobody, you shouldn't wait for somebody to call for a We've been calling for boycotts all fucking year. When did we start boycotting Target? We've been calling for boycotts all year. It's millions of people across this country that ain't stepped foot in a Target, a Starbucks, a McDonald's, just to name a few, all year. And guess what? Even if you don't participate in politics, oh, I didn't vote, oh, that doesn't apply to me. The way that our country is set up, you vote with your money. You never have to step inside of a booth to vote in this country. Everybody voted. It don't matter if you registered. It don't matter where you live. Everybody fucking voted in November of last year. When you empowered corporations to fund PACs to back up these fucking bullshit senators and leaders and our current president, to perpetuate the nonsense that we going through right now. We fighting for fucking healthcare. We fighting to not spend our last to go to the doctor, to go to your primary doctor for a checkup. We're not even talking about cancer or other serious diseases. We're fighting for healthcare. All right, man. I really feel like I'm just screaming at the top of my lungs to the ceiling and nobody gives a fuck. I pray that this message reaches thousands, millions of years. We have years. We have no business continuing to make corporations rich. Necessities. All we should be buying right now is necessities. I'm wearing the same gym clothes I've been wearing for 2-3 years. My shoes is worn out. I'm not giving Nike no fucking money, bro. For what? They got billions of dollars. What do they need my fucking $56 for? No. Nah. Do what you want, but as for me and my house, I hope nobody expect this shit from me anyway, because it ain't happening.
So I think you've heard the news. I think all of America, at least us as parents and people that, have loved ones, all humans in America, I think we're going to boycott Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, if you have stuff already planned, we're not talking about you. We are talking merely on the excess that we would have spent for Thanksgiving and Christmas specifically. So if you say, Don John, I can't do that, man. I got to buy my kids something. I have to do something. Well, how about this? How about instead of buying them 10 toys and crap that they're not going to use in 72 hours after they open the gifts, how about this? So instead of buying 10 gifts, how about you just buy 1 to 3? And how about they all be under $100 total? And if we're going to make this a little spicy, your children have to give away the same amount of toys, the same amount of luxuries, clothes, shoes, etc. They have to give the same amount away that they are going to receive. Because there's nothing wrong with you saying, hey, little Johnny, hey, little Sarah, I'm going to get you 5 Christmas gifts, 3 Christmas gifts this year. But if you want these gifts, you have to give something away. And so they'll really be like, man, I think I really want these gifts. Because what are you doing? You're teaching your child not just to critically think. You're teaching your child how not to be a consumer and how not to overindulge, overconsume, as so many of us grown folk are. So that's just part 1 of this interesting series. Because I know you feel it. I feel it. There's something happening this year. And And a lot of people might not even have it like that to buy a whole bunch of gifts anyway. So I think we might be defunding Christmas and Thanksgiving.